What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How's it going, YouTube? What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Vac here, back again with another video. About to drop a hot banger for you guys, alright? You know what I'm saying? My guy, what are you doing? Me, man, I'm just trying to do the video for the people. No. This is not. I mean, yeah, but like, I'm just trying to do the video for the people. This is trash, guy. What is? No. You are not one of those YouTube sellouts, my guy. Yes, our channel is small right now, but if we want to take it to the next level, we gotta do it genuine. We gotta be us. We gotta stick it how it is, man. No, bro. That's not what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is that I gotta release the hot fire if I'm about to get these views to skyrocket. I understand we're trying to get these views, but this is not who we are. Nah, bro, show it to him how it is, man. Show it to him how really it is. Show it to him how it really is, man. I'm out of here. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, guys, it's good to be back on YouTube. Play my intro. Alright guys, so it's been a while since we've talked about Dragon Ball FighterZ. Actually, this is technically the first discussion video for Dragon Ball FighterZ. But the format of these videos, I think this series in particular, is going to be talking about the things that have and have not been happening throughout the season or current season or whatever iteration or whatever game we're talking about. And today we're going to be talking about Season 2 of Dragon Ball. So far, the meta has kind of aligned towards a certain group of play styles and objectives that players are reaching towards. Bandai Namco has come out and essentially said that they're only doing one patch a year. Personally, I don't have too strong of an opinion on the one patch policy. While it does allow the meta to flesh out more and for us to actually see what's busted and not busted before things get like heavily patched, we do still have characters that have normals that look like this. And because there's not really patches addressing new characters coming in, we get situations where characters can do things like this. And I'm not saying everything is necessarily bad. I'm just saying that maybe one patch a year, just a little too small. And maybe taking a 2 patch a year approach would be better for the competitive meta of the game. I've always been personally more a believer of buff, not nerf anyways. So if maybe the rest of the characters could just get buffs to be on par with some of the better characters, that would really help the meta evolve and continue to grow. But you know, at least some characters are getting more use now than they ever were before. For example, during Season 1, Broly was considered to be a really bad character, but after buffs that increased his armor, I think his versatility and usefulness has really come into clutch situations. You have things like this. And other situations like this. Where Broly's versatility and usefulness really starts to shine in situations that are not common amongst the top tier echelon of the cast. And while Cooler was considered to be a somewhat gimmicky, maybe not even great character during Season 1, his utility and usefulness has definitely given him some shine and high echelons of competitive play. Now, since the double super nerf from Season 1, which was a while back, now fuzzies and snap loopability and the change to guard cancel have heavily affected the metagame of fighters right now. So characters like Piccolo and even Zamasu, who can do the infamous Hellzone loops, have become commonplace in the meta. And other characters like Android 18, who wasn't played as much during Season 1, now gets a little bit more attention because of her ability to snap by herself without assists mid-screen and put pressure on the opponents. It's not all great news though, unfortunately. Some characters have kind of been hit hard by the changes in the game. For example, Captain Ginyu, who was, a really gimmicky character during Season 1, has kind of dropped out of existence. Guard cancel changes have really affected his character. And they also removed one of his crops-ups, which really hurt the gameplay kind of functionality of what his character was supposed to be doing. Same with Nappa. He's a big body, so now that the fuzzy meta has kind of evolved to the level that it is now, playing big characters better come with a really big reward, and Nappa's reward just isn't that great. And the guard cancel changes really leave the Cybermen stuff not as intensive as it used to be honest. So there's much to be desired. Characters that could be buffed need buffs, but the game's still young. It's only been 2 years, so technically a year. Yeah, technically only a year actually at this point. A year and some months. So the game's still growing. There's still things happening, still things changing, and we're looking forward to new things that are coming in the future of the game. And then of course there's Android 16. God bless his soul. There's a theory going on among some of the members of the community that the one patch a year policy is a result of Bandai Namco prepping for Season 3 or Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. Now, I personally am more on the Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 side than the Season 3 side. Personal preference of what I want, because I think that some mechanics could still use a bit of a tweak, and that maybe adding more characters is not going to fix the situation unless Season 3 also comes with overhaul of gameplay mechanics. And I guess it's not that big of a deal, but we all know that new game title brings in new players. So there's that situation, that thing of people that maybe weren't looking at fighters at one point in time. Maybe they didn't like it initially when it first came out. Get a new title, new mechanics, people come back. So, and I'm not saying the game's doing bad at all right now. Evo still had tons of views. If you don't believe me, go check the numbers. But you can never complain about getting new blood in the game. That's all I'm saying. But I would not be surprised if the Season 3 was more of the reality, simply because the way the license between Bandai Namco and Shueisha/Toei works is that essentially Bandai Namco has to release one Dragon Ball game a year to keep their license with Shueisha Toei. And if you notice, they've been releasing one game every year for a while now. Even if you don't notice them, some things still count. That Dragon Ball Heroes game that came out earlier this year meets the quota. Dragon Ball FighterZ meets the quota. And next year, they've already announced that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot action RPG game, so that will definitely meet that quota as well. I can see Bandai Namco definitely saving a FighterZ 2 for a 2021 versus having it come out next year. So we may have to hold off a little bit longer on the future of the series, but I am still pretty hopeful that the amount of money and the general consensus of how much fun and good the game is will lead to a prosperous future in what we believe to be the future of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, when we talk about characters in this game and balance patching and things like that, that's not been happening since the one patch a year has already come into effect. Janemba is an interesting character. Day -1, everybody was saying the character was pretty bad, and his assist isn't helping him generally that much. It can be reflected out of you would say it's a worse version of Vegeta's assist, right? But it has some interesting properties that kind of gives it more utility than most people initially gave it credit for. For one, the first hit of the Ki Blast, or maybe the second one, don't judge me here, causes the opponent to drop to the ground and bounce off the floor, which means you can pick that back up again for combos, which adds a lot of versatility and combo extensions in situations that usually not possible. Also, while characters like Vegeta usually have to be paired with Gotenks to get really good combo extensions, Janemba now also fits that quota. So if you ask me, Janemba's assist is just an amalgamation of Vegeta's assist and Gotenks assist, but with decreased ability, with decreased power. It's not as strong as either of the two in whatever field it meets, but it does have its own niche kind of situation, although it is trash and neutral. I'm not even going to try to argue for that. And let's not forget the fact that his teleport is one of the craziest things that any character has ever had in this game. The mixes are insane. I mean, just look at this clip. I'm not saying Janemba's the best character or anything. All I'm saying is he's got lots of potential, and definitely as the season continues to go on, we'll definitely see what's going on with him. The last thing I want to talk about in this video today was actually Gogeta. A leak came out saying essentially that his Ki Blast, or his S button, stuff he does with his S button, would essentially be beams. And now, I'm not too sure as to whether this is a Trunks Ki Blast S beam or an actual beam with beam properties, because beam properties could change the whole way that character would be played when they come out. However, it's not completely unheard of characters to have things as strong as a beam just assigned to their S button. Jiren is a perfect example. 5S and 2S beat Ki Blast, lots of other things, and can't be super dashed through. So, I feel like Gogeta's beams may work in a similar fashion. Jiren's punch does reach full screen, his 5S, so I don't know. Maybe the beam is really good. Maybe it's really bad. Maybe there's no beam at all, and this is all really bad speculation. But until we know more, that's it from me, guys. Mankyo Gaming. Look forward to other videos coming soon. See you guys next time.